Hi, this is Tasha Fleming, the Star Polisher, back with you today. Just wanting to share my heart, share my journey, and to share the reason why I'm even doing this YouTube video or starting my own YouTube channel. Star Polisher, where did that name come from? It came from a message that I heard probably about 20 some years ago that was it was a workshop helping people find their purpose. And so I had a dream. I'm gonna come back to this dream in a minute. But the facilitator of the workshop said that if you want to find your purpose, think about the things that you did as a child. Yeah, think about that. In our place of play, in our place of innocence, that's where our purpose lies. The things that we do so carefree, so happy, and so full of joy, your purpose is in that. So I started thinking about the things that I did when I was a child, and I was a teacher. Everything I did, everything I learned, I had to teach somebody. I had friends, Tanya, Chantel, Yvette, Tammy and Tanya, God bless your soul, rest your soul, and Veronica, God rest your soul, and Tamiko. I had a little group of buddies. We hung out and did everything together, and I can tell you, everything I learned, I taught them, and they listened. It was so funny. We were all kids. It was so hilarious. We were all kids, and that's when friendships was just untouched. Now I think I'm about to sidetrack a second. Sometimes our young people, as a teacher, they don't have friendships like we had. They don't have those bonds, and I have reasons why I believe they don't, because there's systems in place that disrupt those type of relationships, because relationships like that help you go far in life. And when those disruptions come into play, it stops people from moving and advancing. So I'll get into that a little later, but I taught him everything, and then I had this dream. So let me tell you all my dream, and that may even make even more sense. So, or recurring nightmare. So as a child, I would have this dream that Diana Ross, I gotta know I love Diana Ross. Like some of you all like Beyonce, I liked Diana Ross. And I feel like I am fabulous and a boss just like her. I had this reoccurring dream a lot as a child, even into my teenage years, that Diana Ross would come to my house. And I would hear, like, outside, see the lights flashing outside, and I would hear, like, the noise of the people, you know, and the roar of the crowd. And Diana would be knocking at the door, and I would take off running to the door to answer it. And as I answered the door, opened it up, I would pull Diana Ross in, and I would push everybody else out because they were all trying to get in behind her. And she would be like, "Oh, darling," and she would kiss me on both sides of my cheek. And it's hilarious. I remember the dream like it was yesterday. And she would say, "Oh, darling, I need you to come with me. I need you to help me." And I would be like, "Me? You want me to help you, Diana Ross?" "Yes, darling, I need you to come and help me be a star." I said, "Well, you're already a star." She said, "You can help me be a bigger star, a brighter star." And just as she would say that, I would hear my grandmother coming, cussing, and she wasn't cussing because my grandmother she was a woman of God. So I would hear my grandmother come fussing. "What's all this commotion in my living room?" Because, you know, we live in those kind of houses where we couldn't even go into the living room. How about that? It was almost like if you came, it's a living room and dining room that was connected, and it was separated by this little door. And if you walked through that door, it was almost like an alarm would go off, and it would like she would hear it and would come out fussing. So she came through, and she said, "Get out of my house, you heathen." Then I would just bust out crying, because then she just embarrassed my friend. This was my role model. This was my idol. She just embarrassed me, kicked Diana Ross out, and made me go to bed. And then that's when I would wake up out of my sleep crying. And so that's when this whole idea, so that dream always stayed with me. When I was asked to recall that dream, it brought me to tears, because I knew something was in that dream, even as I shared it with the group. Something was in that dream that had to do with my purpose. And then I had my daughter, and I remember me and her father were trying to figure out a name for our daughter. And he knew how much I loved Diana Ross. I would always watch the movie. What was that movie? Mahogany. Oh my God, with Billy D. And so I remember going to sleep one night, because we were trying to like, what are we gonna name? What are we gonna name our daughter? What are we gonna name? And so we both woke up the next morning, and we looked at each other. And I had this real super excited look, of course, on my face. That's my personality. And, he was just kind of cool, like, I think I got a name for our princess. And I'm like, oh, I got a name too. I had a dream. And he was like, I had a dream too. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, the same time, let's say it. And we both said mahogany. There's power in agreement. And that's when he knew how much I loved Diana Ross. He heard the dreams. He heard about the dreams. He heard the stories. He would watch me. When I would see Diana Ross on TV, I would just be crying. And I would just explain how the reason why she's such a star is because she knows how to come down and touch people, and she knows how to sing. Diana Ross would come off the stage into the audience and literally sit on people's laps and sing to them. That's what made her so wonderful. And I had my own little ideas on how I could have even made her even more wonderful. It's crazy. I don't know. And so we both, it was just a very teary, I know I cried. Men probably all strong. I don't know what he did, but I was crying because I knew Mahogany was born. And she would be more than Diana Ross. She would be a singer. She would be a model. She would be a writer. She would be an actress. All that Mahogany was going to have her a life. And we both agreed. We both said it. And so that's where it, just kept taking dimensions and kept moving forward. And even when I was a social worker, clients would come to me in all type of situations, depressed, on drugs, living in crack houses, HIV positive, with children. Oh my God, I saw it all. But I also saw stars. And when I had them, I just wanted to polish them off. I just wanted to clean the debris off and dust them off and let them shine. And I remember when I would talk and work with my clients, I couldn't stop talking to them until I saw this little light bulb come up over their heads. And this is with my students too. When I'm teaching, sometimes I get so into teaching, I cannot stop until I see somebody's light start flashing. And teachers out there, you all know that light I'm talking about. And when I see the light, it's like, ooh, good. I can stop now. Because I was not going to stop until I saw that light, until I saw that shine. And what that shine is, it's almost like a little chick coming out of his egg. It starts cracking and starts coming out. And I love when I have that year with those students. It makes a world of difference in their lives. And I know that now. I know that I'm placed into people's lives that add value. I'm placed in your life because of the journey I've been on, because of the things that I've gone through, that I can really, really assist and help in the process. Because you know what? There's enough entities in this world that are keeping people from being their best versions. There's enough. I don't think there's enough entities helping people to get to where they have to go. So if I have to now go on YouTube to reach out to more people, now I have a world stage. I don't have to wait for Pastor Johnson to let me teach a Bible class, teach a whatever. I don't have to wait for my principal to give me an opportunity to speak to a larger group of students. I can now access my own purpose, dreams, and destiny. I got the power. The power always was inside of me. I just was trained to always look outside of myself for what has always been inside of myself. So I'm going to be teaching and showing people how to go in. Everything you need is inside of you. So that is basically why I am being called a star polisher. I want you today to go out and do something that's aligned with your dreams and your goals. You're more than whatever you're doing right now. I can tell you right now, you're more. You're more than who your job says you are. You're more than who your friends say you are. You're more than who you think you are right now, because you can do more. You have more. It's all in you. Those things that you have secretly been saying that you want to do, you need to start doing them. If not, when? So, Star Polisher, stay tuned. I got more videos. I'm telling you right now, I am so appreciative that you even tuned in to listen to see what I have to say. And I want to let you know that I love you and that I care about you. That's why I'm doing these videos, because I care about people and where they're going in life. And it hurts my heart when I see people stuck and not living to their fullest potential. So stay tuned. Star Polisher, love you. Mwah. Be blessed.